this hit make my people wanna jump, jump. Don't this hit make my people wanna jump, jump. Don't this hit make my people wanna jump, jump. Don't this hit make my people.
Welcome back to AIMEing Words, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend, it got really exciting in the NBA. This past weekend, excuse me. A lot of trades, a lot of moves, a lot of teams that were outside of the playoffs put themselves in position to get back to the playoffs. Who was the winner in this weekend's, in this past NBA trade deadline, Mike?
Well, up until Chris Bosh was declared out for the season, I would have said the Heat, because you get Dragic, you get the other Dragic, and you put yourself in a position where you've shored up your point guard position, you're scoring at point guard, which they had zero of going into the trade deadline. And so you shored that up. You have Whiteside's coming on, Dwayne Wade's Dwayne Wade, and then you have Deng, who's just a solid wing. And you would have had Bosh, and they probably would have been in a position to be not only top 5 in the East, but like the toughest out probably of any of the top seeds playing down in the playoffs. But now Bosh is out, the team hurts a little bit. So I would say the Heat won, but then they immediately lost after.
Yeah, if you're basing just on this season, the winner was clearly the Thunder because of what they added to a team that can win the championship this season. But long term, the winner without well, I shouldn't say without question because I think the Sixers really helped themselves this trade deadline, getting a top 5 protected pick from the Lakers. And if that's not a pick this year, which I hope it's not, I hope it's next year. It could be it's top 3 protected next year, and the Lakers aren't going to be any better next year. They'll probably be just as bad as they were this year, maybe a little better, but not nowhere near as good as they could be.
You're a homer, and you just brought up the Philadelphia 76ers, Joe. We got to talk about teams that actually mean something right now.
I'm talking about long term. It helps them. It helps their team greatly. That's a really great pick to potentially have. But based on just moving players, I think Dragic going to the Miami Heat is phenomenal. Pick and pop last year with Chen Fry and Goran Dragic was their staple of their offense. I think the biggest issue with Dragic was they let Shannon Fry go for, he signed a 4-year, $48 million contract with the Magic, which is a decent chunk of change for a stretch forward in his 30s. But they didn't want to pay him that much money, and then they signed Isaiah Thomas, and that's the two biggest issues with Dragic was those two issues, and he gets a pick and pop guy in Chris Bosh, and it's gonna be really pretty on offense next year for the Heat. So I think the Heat are the winners in long term for the trade deadline.
The Heat may be the winners, but this was a great weekend for a lot of teams. And as great as the Oklahoma City Thunder made themselves, I got to shout out that Celtic Green. Because in 2008, there was a big man who, maybe he didn't contribute on a great statistical category. In 2010, there was a Game 7 game in Staples Center where he was absent, and it clearly affected the game down the stretch. And I don't even like this guy. He hasn't been good in that city of Oklahoma for the last couple years. But Kendrick Perkins to the Cavs just ensured that Brown's getting his 3rd ring. I said it. His 3rd ring is coming in June. He's got his Charles Oakley, his muscle. It's going down. That was the true winner of this past weekend.
Probably the first Celtic from the 08 team to join LeBron, right?
Go! Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang!
Actually, that's the second. And I forgot to mention that Ray is definitely coming. Ray might be here. Ray's going to be in the Cleveland
Ray's
uniform.
like their 8th best
soon.
guard. Like, he's not needed.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why I came. I'm gonna leave.
You guys got to accept it. It's gonna happen.
I just wanted to make that joke about Mike, just because I thought it was funny. But I don't understand why Kendrick Perkins and LeBron are like boys. I know they knew each other before, but I don't know. I wanted Perkins to go to the Clippers, honestly, just because I think they need toughness. But Mike's old friend.
Celtic fans, man, it's all right, baby.
But,
it's all right.
The Cavs definitely helped themselves out, but they helped themselves out like 2 months ago when they made the Mozgov and the J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert trade. Which J.R. Smith, man, that's what happens when you don't drink on weekends or during the school year during the season.
J.R. Smith doesn't know anything about this.
Yeah, right. J.R. Smith, oh man, he's a great catch and shoot shooter now. Like he's phenomenal, and I don't know what to say. He's playing phenomenal basketball right now, and that team is the best team in the NBA, in my opinion.
Only thing that we can say is that the Oklahoma City Thunder definitely became a title contender out west with the moves that they made. The Phoenix Suns kind of forfeited their right to a playoff spot. The Miami Heat were about this close to losing to LeBron in the second round and making Adam Silver look even better because he would have great TV ratings if that was a series. And LeBron James, he's winning ring number 3. Tell us who you think was the winner of this past trade deadline and made the best moves to put themselves in title contention. From us here at AIMEing Words, thanks for watching.
Go anyone but the Cavs.
I need a drink.
And that mind was on me.